Hello, Leo. Welcome to your known unknown, where Source and I will help to shed light on what's unknown for you. This is going to be your Leo spread for these energies of the new moon in Aquarius coming up here. We're going to dive in deep and see what kind of energies Spirit is opening up for us to step into, how we're stepping into them, where we're needing to step it up, and what kind of demons we have holding on to us, blockages, limitations, mindset restrictions, etc., etc. So without further ado, let's get to it. Let's into it, and let's pull some cards for you here now, Leo. Thank you for being with me. This is for all sign placements in Leo, especially sun sign. So if you found this message, you're meant to find it, regardless if it's for Leo or not. In particular, if there's a message in here that resonates, it is meant for you. I like to navigate them all that way. I eventually found myself through cataclysmic spiritual awakenings and ascensions that allowed me to learn to resonate and correlate with numerous signs. Once you start to read your astrology chart too, you start to be able to feel where you have Leo energies pulling at what strings in your body or etheric body or things like that. So it's really fun. The deeper into self you go, the more you start to realize that the stars are that map to your own constellation of feelings and personalities, you know? So, Leo, it's meant for you, wherever it lies in your chart. Angels, spirits, guides, ancestors, universe, source, divine, creator, higher self, that you are and all that I am. Show me what we're stepping into here for the sign of Leo. Of this new moon in Aquarius, that which needs to be seen most. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have the Strength card, Leo. We have the Empress. And we have Five of Wands. So I'm seeing success will come with isolation here. Success is coming forth. It's a supporting energy for this whole first part of the pulling. The Empress in the middle. The Empress has earned what she's deserved. That's a thing. But connected very deeply into the intuitive aspect of that. It's more internal, that which she has earned, as opposed to external, that which the Emperor has cultivated. So there's this hidden regalness about you, this very lion-esque energy where Leo likes to thrive in. Very confident, very self-loving, very self-promoting, very self-desiring. There we go. Not narcissistically. Self-desiring. Self-loving. And there's a strength about it too. So something that maybe you've been slacking in, feeling strong about, something that has been weighing in on you, is being allowed to be brushed off, is being allowed to be moved through with these energies coming up. And I'm hearing you're kind of being tested by the divine. You're kind of being tested in your path right now in your life. And it may feel like you are being tested, but it's for these energies coming up. And if you can hold true and strong with yourself, with your integrity and with your dignity and honor and authenticity, then you will absolutely be rewarded in the end. The Five of Wands is kind of like a collective competition, and you have the opportunity to win the race, we'll say. You ain't going to win the race, in the next few days, the race of life, the race of the game, the universal cosmic game we're playing. No, you're not going to win that. Nobody wins that. But you're going to be winning this chapter, this segment, this situation. You're going to be winning yourself. My throat started to close up right there. Maybe you smoke. Maybe that's exactly what this is. Maybe as Leo, self-desire, self-love, self-lavishing, right? Maybe it's something as little as you're addicted to smoking. And that's the one thing, because it's not showing true appreciation to your physical body. And if you want to break down reality into the triangle mind, body, soul, that's one department that needs a high amount of focus. If you have hurt your body in the past, if you have altered your body in the past, if you have tattoos, if you have piercings, if you smoke, if you stay up too late, if you don't exercise, if you eat high cholesterol fatty foods regularly, if you have too many cheat meals, if you're trying really hard to be on the right path, but it is really goddamn hard. I get it. It's tough to have discipline. You know, it's tough to promise yourself and make a promise to yourself and keep it. It's easy when you love somebody, but Leo, when you make a promise to yourself, it's amplified. It's an amplified energy when you make a promise to yourself, because yourself in the zodiac is that self-desiring ship. It is that I love me. I want to promote me. I want to offer me, you know. I want to be the best me I could be. But if you're kind of contradicting that with self-sabotaging tendencies, they really show a lot of weight in the universe's eyes, because your inherent frequency is that of self-appreciation. But then when you offer self-detriment to it, it's just louder. It's more picked up on. Same thing with everybody. I mean, you know, anybody self-sabotages themselves. It's just detrimental to trying to find alignment. But, you know, we're also human, and spirits know that. They give us breaks, chances, time, lessons, blessings and blessings and lessons and lessons, right? Kind of saying that you have the strength, you will be having the strength to connect in deeper, and whatever challenges you're going through now are really these false realities. Oh, here's another Five of Wands reverse. That's how we're moving into it. So meditate, balance, expand your mind. Don't waste your energy where it's unnecessary. Don't be fighting false battles that don't matter just to distract yourself from what really is important at hand. And what's really important at hand is something that you know. When I say, what's the most important thing for you to focus on and revise in your life right now? What's the first thing that pops up in your mind? There's your answer. That's it. It's that simple. We have the Five of Wands twice. As an energy we're stepping into, and then as we're stepping into it, this is how we're stepping towards this energy, is this Five of Wands reverse. Is this like an either or kind of thing? So I'm seeing that you're kind of being given the option by spirit to progress or not to progress. Kind of seeing that you've been sitting for a long time with this feeling that something isn't good for you, that's needing to go away. And I think now Spirit's kind of like, well, they've been waiting for so long and trying for so long. Let's just give them an ultimatum. So you're going to lose if you don't apply it. I have the Empress under the Empress reversed. This is how we're moving into these energies. It's very interesting. So the Eight of Swords, the Moon reversed, the Emperor's reversed, Five of Wands reversed. At the top we have the Strength card, the Empress, and Five of Wands. How we're navigating into these energies, how we're stepping into these energies. Following your passion to achieve a greater tomorrow, because your passion is exactly what the right direction is. It's exactly where you should be focusing on. Doing. Not staying stagnant, not falsifying a reality, not lying to yourself, not wasting your own time, not falling fear and victim mentality into the unknown and mysteries that hold ahead of you. You know, you're shedding fear, you're shedding doubt, you're shedding distractions. That's how you end up stepping into these energies of Strength, Empress, and this Five of Wands, winning the competition, achieving that success, right? It's like you know something's so bad for you, but as much as you enjoy it, you still know it's bad for you. And that vibration speaks volumes to the universe. But I'm also seeing that you're so tired. No pun intended. You're so tired of trapping yourself that you're like, all right, let's just do it. Let's just do it. No longer will I buy another thing. No longer am I going to indulge in this thing. I have indulged in it for so long. Now it's time to experience a new side of reality, a new perspective change. Let's experience new, Spirit, because that's what you want. I've had these same kind of energies be pulled up when I was quitting smoking, when I was quitting nicotine. And I had quit for a solid amount of time, 4 or 5 weeks, out of 13 to 15 years. You know, I think that's a pretty good ratio to just go cold turkey randomly out of the blue one time and be like, ah, let's experience something new. Granted, it was so easy to slip back into, and it's hard to slip out of, right? But we realized, like, as soon as I wasn't using any nicotine products, it had this interesting feeling in my body. I felt dissociated for weeks as my body was like trying to be natural and like come back to terms of not having that kind of chemical, right? Then when you slip back into it, it was just even worse. Like, oh, it's heavier, it's grosser. I know what I'm doing to me. You know, I'm like, oof, made a choice. It wasn't a good choice. A choice that we're going to have to eat up now. A choice that we're going to have to focus on now. So I'm just using that as an example. You have your own. But whatever it is weighing down, and you're seeing it as a weight. You're seeing it as what's constricting you. And the universe is just kindly saying, well, do it. Now's the time to do it. Like, not to freak you out or anything, but I'm just getting this energy of like, if you don't do it, you're going to lose your connection. And that's just it. It's a choice. You're making a choice. You're making a wager with yourself, with your goals, with your dreams, and your spirits, angels, guides, and ancestors fully support that. Think that you're on the right path and nudging you in the right direction. They think that. No, they know you're on the right path. They're shoving you in the right directions, and whatever is in the past is not for you now. And so you have to take everything that you know how to do and tackle it head on and move through it, move away from it, transmute it. Whatever it is for you, you have to do it. And you'll be seeing life from such a different light here in this next new moon energies. You'll be able to catch what you've been looking for. Right, lioness? Lions? Leos? So how you're going to distract yourself is doing things, doing this, doing that, not falling victim to stagnicity or procrastination. No, because that's when the demons come and take hold. That's when the thoughts start to wind up and go, and all of the above is when there's nothing going on. No mental activation, stimulation, no focus, no direction of intention. When you're driving in the car home, daydreaming, damn, you want to hit that vape or something, right? When you're stressed out and you're in a familiar kind of situation that causes stress, anxiety, whatever, man, you want to fall back into that pattern. When you've been out of a pattern for so long and you feel like you can reward yourself with, oh, just a little bit here and there. Oh, yeah, that's how you fall right back into it. You can't do that. You just can't do that shit. I'm sorry, like, you think you're cool, but you can't do that stuff. You're just not that willful. You're just a human being. Maybe you are so immensely powerful, but you feel like you're weak because you slip back into things. Well, no, that's just because you're such a large feeler. You have such big emotions, and like, you thought so. Yes, you think that you can handle things, but really give it more time. You know, one of the sayings that really hit home for me that allowed me to learn some more patience was, you know, you've been indulging in these bad habits for upwards of a decade, right? Growing up, we have these problems, we have these addictions, we have these vices, crutches, whatever, tools. For over a decade, you ain't gonna detox your body overnight. No, you got to give it some time. It has to even back out. I think at least a decade deserves at least 2 years. At least. Energies we can step it up in. Yeah, taking small, decisive actions day by day, minute by minute, choice by choice. Taking small, passionate steps is what I'm hearing too. Taking small, consistent steps that fuel your passion to heal, fuel your passion to connect, fuel your passion to create, cultivate, integrate, intuit, etc. Earlier, contrasting energies I had were the world reversed, on how we're stepping into this right now. The world is popping up on where we can step it up. Believing more in yourself and your capabilities and what it is you're trying to create for yourself here, Leo. Taking small, passion steps towards that. Things that just feel right. Go with that flow. Go with that flow. It's very easy to do. You probably do it a lot more naturally than a lot of other signs, Leo, going with the flow, because the flow is what you want to go through. Seven of Cups. Yep. Expanding yourself to see all the opportunities that you got for yourself, where we can step it up, not feeling so constricted in your mindset, thinking, oh, this is the one thing I blah 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 blah. No, there's so many ways to help you connect with you. There's so many deeper ways for you to experience with you. Do you think that if you were your own friend, would you like you? Would you want to go do things with you? Would you want to experience a relationship with you? These are real deep shadow questions to ask yourself on a daily basis. And they're realistic questions too. Would I like to hang out with me? Sounds a little boring, but I feel like it would be very connective, and I feel like it would be, over the course of time, extremely transformational if I hung out with me. There would be, like, at first I could see exactly how it would be considered boring, but that's because we're quiet and we meditate a lot. But if I met somebody else like me that did the same things that I did, that was me in the same place I'm at, hell yeah, that'd be my best friend. And we want you to be able to say the same thing about yourself. And if you cannot say the same thing about yourself, then instead of whirling around your mind with all those answers and questions and the potentialities, you just go, would I be my best friend? And if you just say yes or no, and if the answer is no, you feel it for a minute, and then you're like, why is it no? And those first thoughts that pop up in your mind, that's the answer, baby. That's it. You don't have to do much thinking past that. The next bit of thinking that you do past that is you go, okay, I recognize that those are my hiccups in life and my holdups and my limitations and what I can work on. Please give me the direction, the will, the integrity and discipline to be able to achieve whatever it is that you so divinely choose for me, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, I put a lot of thought into that, 22:22 on the clock saying that, but that's sometimes just what we need. Sometimes we've done all we can do. Sometimes we feel defeated by the exterior world, by the external world. We feel like it's got a grip on us. It's up to our faith to help back us up, to give us the support, the backbone we need to hold and stand true towards these demons that come through, these vices that always come through, these negative self-projections that we have, these limitations we put on ourselves. This is why I don't like to say the word can't. It's not can't. It's either won't or will, you know? There's no, that's a weak ass phrase. Can't. You can. You just aren't. You could, but you won't. Show me what demons watch out for the sign of Leo here, please, Spirit. Demons to watch out for. 5 of Pentacles. Come back here. 2 of Pentacles. These demons really do. They're really just sticking their finger in the wound you got, you know, the wounds that just really tackle the deepest, darkest parts of your soul. So whatever it is that you're trying to move through is a tough one for you. You just got to remember that as soon as you can conquer it, as soon as whatever it is, and you can control it. You have it under control, or at least disciplined enough to remove it from your reality, and you have enough will to say no, thank you. I'm gonna stay home. You have enough integrity to tell yourself, no, I'm gonna go do my regular chores. I gotta do that stuff. Like, I'm not gonna go party. I'm not gonna go drink or smoke. I'm not gonna go out, stay up late. No. But you really want to. You really want to take your free, loving Leo spirit, and you. It feels like you feel like you'll be trapped without, and that's not the case. You're trapping yourself with. And not only that, you're trapping yourself with the mindset of you being trapped without. But in all reality, freedom happens without. Once you detach and let go of anything, you're a free spirit. You're a free being. So things might get a little chaotic and disruptive, but that's just the tower moment happening that's necessary to let the false security crumble so you can actually have some real security on the outside of it. And being unknown, I know you're afraid of the unknown. This is why we're here. We shed light on it for you. It's new territory. You haven't experienced life without said energy afflicting your circumstances, afflicting your pocket. We finally have pentacles coming out in the negative connotation, meaning you're kind of being a little selfish and greedy with it. It's your ego being selfish and greedy with its own wants and desires, not your higher selves, your egos. That's the demon holding on to you. That's the monkey on your back. It's your ego trying to keep you comfortable. Well, nothing grows in comfort at all. Nothing really happens with comfortability. That's stagnicity. And if you want comfort, it's easy to achieve. It just isn't fulfilling, and it actually doesn't really feel that good, and it usually deteriorates your body. Your body is built to move. It is built to grind. It is built to heal. And there's a balance in that. One that will be affected for a little bit, maybe. Doesn't have to be, depending on where you're at in your journey, but it's like you're slowly whittling away everything that has bound you to this physical reality, knowingly or unknowingly, over time. You're slowly whittling it away, and the demons know that you've removed so much out of your life already. This Two of Pentacles. So you have like these, like you've had all these skeletons in the closet, all your pentacles lined up in this tree during the dead of winter and night, right? And then all of a sudden you've been slowly removing them like an infection, right? You've been slowly getting away out of all these negative traits and habits and trying to self-progress and develop, and you've been doing a damn good job of it. But there are two of these materialistic things that are just holding you. They're the two things that you left for the very last step of your journey of self-releasing to achieve that which you exactly want. I know it's the moon, but it looks like the pentacle, one big ass pentacle there in the sky that you're just falling victim to. The one thing. It's only your mindset that allows it to feel like it's the hardest thing too, by the way. Out of all the things you've ever gotten over, what makes this one thing so tough? What? Do you think it's attached to your karma somehow? That oh, this must be my karma. This is why it's so difficult for me. I'm gonna just learn to accept it. No, bullshit. Bullshit. You are an etheric human being. You're fully capable of anything you want. Maybe it's your karma that's allowing your mindset to come through and be like, this is so tough. Yeah, that's karma. But nothing's tougher than the last thing. Ten of Wands. I'm hearing it's not as tough as you think it's going to be. Okay, just had to clarify. It's not as tough as you think it's going to be. Because what makes it tough is you thinking. But take hold of it, whatever it is, and you're going to fly. You're going to soar into the future, into this new self. I'm being seen to show you this. It's like, this is where you're at. See how the wands, they're all over the place, dark, all over the place. We're going to wind up here. We're going to organize them. We're going to art them up a little bit. We're going to get them cleaned up. We're going to put them in a mosaic. We're going to make it all pretty. We're going to then do all this cool stuff. Oh, look. And then we got extra wands left over even too. So we can do another one and we can make another one. And now we're filling in our time. Now we're cultivating our own desires, resources, wealth, health, abundance, etc. We're taking the chaos. We're going to turn it into organization for ourselves. It doesn't have to be organization to anybody else. It doesn't have to look a particular way to anybody else. It's for you. If you know where your keys are, keep putting them there. That sort of thing. But this is cleaning up your own stack. And you got maybe just a couple things left in the closet to clean up, so to say. The closer you get to victory, the harder the devil's going to try to play ball, to work against you. So you got to remember that. When the shit gets the toughest, that's when you pray the most. When you feel hopeless, you have faith. When you feel hopeless, that's when you fall into faith. That's when you practice your faith. That's when you call in faith for you. And you go, holy shit, I don't see how I could possibly have the strength to overcome what the heck is happening. Spirit, please give me the strength and the will, again, the discipline to help achieve that which you have divinely seen for me. Please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Something's going to happen. Just be open for it. Just don't do whatever it is that you know you shouldn't be doing. That's kind of the most important thing about this. I can see how Leo can fall into very hedonistic tendencies. They love themselves. They want themselves to feel well, you know? So there can be some confusion towards what's actually good for you and what's coping for you. Those are two big things too. Very important things that aren't really addressed very much, I feel like, and need to be addressed more. There's a big difference towards what's making us happy and versus and healthy and progress versus what is really more just soothing and coping for us. Just because something feels good doesn't mean it's good for you, and doesn't mean that the universe agrees with it either. So you're being given this opportunity to press on the path that you're currently on, or to make choices and fall into false illusions again. That doesn't sound very fun. Right, Leah? I would recommend being easy on yourself and doing whatever it is that the universe wants you to do for right now. That's just my recommendation. And what the universe wants you to do is to have strength, to call in your creative essence, to distract yourself, to fill in your time more productively, and to not feel like you're fighting these false battles that are so unnecessary and so unimportant in your life, that cause this stress that you don't need. Like, that's pointless. That's toxic. We want detailed organization. We want to fix our shit. We want to right our wrongs. The Empress card has all of that wisdom, ability, and compassion to do that, but also stoic nature, self-control, mastery. We want emotional mastery. And how you get emotional mastery in this world is you don't have vices and coping mechanisms. You learn to master your emotions. Sounds kind of scary, doesn't it? Welcome to the journey I've been on for a long time. It's not easy. And you fail and fail and fail and fail a lot. But really, it's more like you learn and learn and learn and try and continue to try and don't give up and keep persevering and keep pushing through and try it another way. And here's another, it just doesn't stop. That way you get enough practice. You want emotional mastery, the universe is going to have to implement practice into your reality, which means you're probably going to go through a lot of stuff. So you can practice. It's kind of a shorter reading than the other readings, but my arms just went numb, and we are complete on that, Spirit says. I think you get the message. I'm not going to sit here and, be too redundant. I think you get it. I think you know what it is, and I think that it's just like this, just like, okay. I think that's the energy that you take from this. It's just a big, deep sigh, not of relief, of, shit, But I can't sit here and say I'm right, but you can't sit there and say I'm wrong, So, Leo, these are the energies and cards that I have pulled for you today. If you so choose to accept them, these are meant for you. We're going to take a deep breath and lock in and integrate these energies. I'm going to take a deep breath to disconnect from the channel and hold at the top. As I exhale, I'll send you love and light, positive energy healing your direction. And then we'll be on our merry way to enjoy this new moon in Aquarius coming up here. Lots to get prepared for. So hopefully this message finds you well. I hope you're doing well. Let's take a deep breath with me if you would. Thank you, Leo, for being with me today. Thank you for receiving me as perfectly as you do. And we are complete. So until next time.